Regina, our marriage is solid. We married within 3 weeks. Yes, within 3 weeks. I married all my wives within some period. I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them.
Ned Nwoko may be a billionaire lawyer, successful businessman, father of 19 children, and husband to 23-year-old celebrated actress Regina Daniels. As he excitedly receives a certificate of return, Nigerians are convinced he has nothing to offer as a senator beyond marrying wives. Many have always suspected this about the 62-year-old politician who won the Delta North Senatorial seat in the February 25, 2023 election. During the interview with The Guardian in December of 2022, Ned Nwoko said he's practicing polygamy to prevent young women from going into prostitution. The University of Keele alumnus further chided men from southern Nigeria refusing to marry more than one wife, insisting they contribute to the rate of prostitution among women in the country. As if that wasn't bad enough, the billionaire with 6 wives compared himself with the Ooni of Ife, who married 6 wives in 2 months, claiming that they are both serving their motherlands in having many wives. As you can imagine, Ned Nwoko, who has never been a favorite of the general public, immediately came under fire on social media. Feminists branded him as the biggest misogynist ever over his objectification of women. The father of many children was not spared by pro-democracy groups and individuals who insisted he could have discussed his plans to improve laws and policies to give the country a good facelift. Instead, he chose to make demeaning comments about the female gender. Sadly, this is not the first time Ned Nwoko will attract public backlash over his opinion about women. For all we know, it may not be his last. Very quickly, let's go over all the times the billionaire businessman got massive backlash over his opinion on women and why Nigerians think he isn't worthy of being a senator.
Look at even your population in Nigeria. Just look at the economy of marriages, what I call economy of marriages.
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
On why he married Regina. Check out the statistics. You'll find that all the time, billionaire lawyer Ned Nwoko never made it to the trend table. It was always about women. One such time was in December of 2020. This was just months after the politician married young Nollywood actress Regina Daniels, despite the over 30 years age gap between them. At the time, many were dangerously seeking answers as to why the wealthy businessman would marry someone younger than his first daughter, Julia Nwoko. Finally, the Delta native granted an interview with BBC Igbo, claiming he didn't marry Gina for love but because he loves children. The former lawmaker also claims that the young actress isn't his last bus stop, as he plans to marry more wives to give him more children. He said, "So whether I marry another wife or not, she knows it can happen. I come from a very polygamous environment. I love children, so I want more children. She knows this. My other wives know it. So we will see what happens." Further speaking in the interview, the newly elected senator claimed polygamy helps women and society, insisting that monogamy is a major cause of prostitution in the country. This immediately caused many to pounce on him because his words show that he sees women as nothing more than baby-making machines. That's not all. The anti-malaria advocate was bashed for claiming prostitution is the only alternative for women to make ends meet in a poor economy. But as it turns out, Ned Nwoko was not done with expressing his opinion on women. And just months after, he was at it again. During a March 31st, 2021 interview, the proud polygamist said he decided to marry Regina after discovering she was a virgin. "I liked her when I saw her, especially when I found out that she was from my place. I had always wanted to have somebody, a wife, from my side. We were introduced to each other, and one thing led to another. That was when I found out she's a very decent girl. I have always said that I wouldn't marry anybody who isn't a virgin, and that is very important to me. When I found out that she was a virgin, I reinforced my decision to marry her. I married all my wives as virgins," he said. To some, the Delta politician was just another man with high standards for marriage, but for many others, he was just a man who only valued women based on their virginity status. This alone was enough to put the father of many on a blast for days. As you all know already, bashing Ned Nwoko over his opinion on women is not enough to stop him from saying more. In December of 2022, the infamous politician happily discussed his favorite subject once again after news circulated that his celebrated wife, Regina Daniels, was using Kanyamata on him months after writing nasty things about his Moroccan wife, Leila Charani. Granting an interview with Guardian Nigeria on December 3, 2020, Regina Daniels' husband talked extensively about his opinion on women and polygamy. Ned claimed monogamy contributes to the high level of prostitution in Nigeria, adding that women have no husbands to provide for them to go extreme lengths to provide for themselves. He said, many women are out there on their own without husbands, especially in the southern part of the country, and there is high level of prostitution. What some of our girls do to make ends meet is regrettable, and if our men emulate their northern counterparts by having more than one wife, that could probably change the situation. The 62-year-old politician didn't stop there. He condemned southern men practicing monogamy. The Delta Igbo native blamed them as the reason northerners have a higher population than southerners, which to him is a disadvantage during elections. As if that wasn't enough, Ned Nwoko said polygamy had produced powerful men like himself and the Ooni of Ife, who now serve Nigeria by having many wives. He said, "The Ooni and I have a common background because our grandfathers were kings and served Nigeria in that capacity, and we are now also serving Nigeria by having many wives." Ned Nwoko further bragged about having 6 prominent wives, including his Moroccan wife, Leila Charani, confirming that they have reconciled their differences. Regardless, the Delta billionaire revealed Regina Daniels is his favorite wife, but only because she is the last and youngest wife. The lawyer further bragged about having 19 children, proudly announcing that his eldest is 30 years of age. Interestingly, no one seems to be impressed by Ned Nwoko's polygamy portfolio and all the wives and children he has managed to amass, but they were sure bothered about his wealthy politician's comments about women without husbands, who he claimed are pushed into prostitution. Bashing him left and right, many claimed Ned doesn't see women as people who provide for themselves without marriage and prostitution. They have also crowned him the king of misogyny for having nothing but demeaning comments about women. Also, referencing his statement claiming he's serving Nigerians by having many wives, many are not excited about his new position. They claim he would have nothing to offer as a senator either. Other people believe he would spend public funds on marrying more wives rather than working to strengthen governance structures and improve lives. Controversial Nollywood actor Uche Maduagwu couldn't have put it any better. He wrote on his Instagram page, "Other politicians are serving their people by building roads, hospitals and schools. Oga Ned, they allegedly say he is serving Nigeria by marrying more wives." He's not alone. Here are more reactions to Ned Nwoko's opinion on women. A user commenting on Instagram wrote, "So Oga Ned don't have better things to offer his people than marrying many wives and treating others like trash. Old age don't dey affect him brain o." Also commenting, another user wrote, "So marrying many wives is the solution to eradicating prostitution, not creating job opportunities for women and educating young girls." Also reacting, an Instagram user wrote, "Yay, Delta North! Say who una vote for? Of all the problems you all are facing, now women important to this one." Quizzing the billionaire lawyer, a user asked, "So you married Regina so she won't prostitute?" Reacting, one wrote, "Money cannot buy wisdom." Another wrote, "And people said Regina made the right choice because of 10M. A man that feels he's doing you a favor."
Everything about me is protruding. You know?
Evidence of good living.
Don't cooking for me.
But like they don't know, I don't even used to enter the kitchen.
You enter the kitchen, have to cook yourself.
So tell us guys, what do you think about Ned Nwoko's opinion on women and polygamy? Is it right, or is he speaking from a place of misogyny? Do you agree monogamy is a major cause of prostitution in Nigeria? Many claim he won the Delta North Senatorial position simply because of his famous Nollywood wife, Regina Daniels. Do you agree?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.